podcast for nerds from nerds.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the All Things Nerdy podcast. I am one of your hosts, Morton. Morton, also known as Ryan. I am also being joined by Jason or Samaroni,
Yo.
and we have a special guest with us, Scarlett, from her
Hello.
own channel, Scarlett Games.
Yep. And this is the first time that we get an episode to where it's not my idea. So it's good to know that this comes to show that other hosts are willing to come up with collaboration ideas.
Yeah, this was my idea.
Yep.
I get dragged along for the fun. That's okay.
Yeah, and it's safe to say that this is your first podcast?
This is my very first podcast. So it's exciting.
Yeah, with a lot of our
Thank you
guests,
so
it's been
much.
their first podcast, which we're honored by that.
Mhm.
It opens up the new world for people, I guess. I think that's a good option.
It is.
Oh yeah. I only joined just near the end of last year.
Yeah, you joined in episode 22, Jovo joined in episode 24, and we haven't seen him since episode 26, but hopefully we'll be able to see him in the next episode. Same case with B, which, speaking of that, when it comes to the name context, we've asked other guests this question. John gave a recap in episode 25, so we're all ears on what the story behind the name Scarlet Games is.
So it was pretty a hard debate on what I wanted to be. I had so many name options, and I think Scarlet was something that I've known for like the color. Even though it wasn't so vibrant, I was like, I wanted Scarlet, but I couldn't do just one T. I couldn't use a C or just the K because everyone had it. So I was like, let's just implement absolutely every letter in the name Scarlet that you can think of. That way, when people start looking for it, they know that's me. And then
Specific to
Scarlet,
you.
yeah, it's specifically me.
Yep.
And then the adventure parts, because of where I like to do games, I'm always out and about on my story quests. I'm never following the storyline properly. I'm always either sidetracked, I'm on a new adventure and new games. So I think my adventure gathering together is kind of what put it two and two together.
I've seen it for myself. I can
Yeah.
definitely say, yeah, you definitely get
All
sidetracked a
right.
lot.
All right.
Poking fun at Scarlet right off of the rip when we're not even 10 minutes in. I
I
see how it
know. We
is.
just started.
Bro, we are 3.5 minutes in and you're already poking
Hey.
fun at people?
Well,
This motherfucker poked fun at
I'm
me
not the only one guilty
before
of this.
recording.
I'm not the one. I'm not. I'm not the only one guilty of doing this.
yeah.
I know someone else who is.
Yeah. Granted, you would
I can name
think
a
I
couple
I have
before.
I get bullied so much by the people who watch me, and I think that's
Oh
the
yeah.
best part of it. Because I think, sure, you've got great viewers who are absolutely the nicest, but I
Yep.
think the ones that bully you along the way actually make the characters and make the game more fun, especially when they tell me what to do in the games, because half the time I'm playing the game
Hey,
and with
listen.
no memory.
Hey, listen. Literally, just me and another viewer just going back and forth on what needs to be done.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
Like I think
Mhm.
I had like a whole like argument with that person.
A good one
Yeah.
that I always bring up when it comes to
Chat.
friendships is, where's the fun in the friendship if you don't bully your friends out of love?
Agreed.
Yeah, and I would, and the way that I would troll my friends is poke fun at them for a joke that they make or what embarrasses them.
You want to say the
Oh,
joke?
What
Or
joke?
you want to quote what I said?
Piss yellow?
No, not that.
Gangbang like slimes? You're not beating the
Not
slime
that.
fucker allegations, bro.
Oh gosh.
That's so wrong.
And this
You heard it
motherfucker
here
saw me
all.
get flustered last episode. 2 years later, I still can't beat the bottom allegations.
Anyway, I was talking about the campaign one.
She's a Latina.
Because with I think I don't remember what episode that was of the campaign,
I think it was
but
episode 21, and it was from when I was given the
yeah.
description about Malin Moonwhisper, who is an NPC in our campaign.
And he said, just to recap on what she looks like, she has light like brown skin and all that. As soon as I heard brown skin, my brain was immediately just like, do it,
Oh
do it.
no, don't.
I literally screamed out, "She's a Latina!"
Yeah, and that's how the Latina allegation started, which
And
it's not
and then
serious, it's all jokey.
after that, he then started to say her eye color, and he said her eye color is purple. I said even better.
Even better.
After that.
Sounds like you have a crush on Malin, bro.
It's like your ideal type. Boom.
Okay, no.
Purple eye colors?
I think you're looking at her.
Yeah. Good character.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, we're looking
It-
at Nadine right now. And before we started recording, you guys were talking
No.
about Fallen Stage
No.
of Despair, and then I mentioned that I was a writer. Surprisingly, all three of us are writers.
Yeah. Fun fact about this, though, Scarlett actually helped me explain certain parts of like certain character designs. For example, Nadine's part 1 design, she
Mm-hmm.
helped me explain that.
Yeah. It was such a good like idea too, like her concept and the way she's drawn like her character development too is pretty interesting. So I'm really excited to get into reading about it. And so when you had me help describe her, like I had so many ideas of way that we could have done it, but I was like, what's like the easiest straightforward way without using such like intricate words and getting too into depth, you know? It's like, wow, do I want to go into every single detail of her
You'll
clothing or not?
Yeah, to be 100%
you'll see
honest,
that I did
I'm
kind of
pretty
go into
straightforward
detail.
without
I'm
going
not.
too much into details.
I want you to like the thing that I like doing is I like people to know like what like particularly the outfit is made out of, so they know if like for those who are going to like cosplay the character or something, they know what fabric to have to make the outfit out of for those who actually make the
Right,
outfits.
right.
Yeah.
Accuracy is key.
Yeah, which one of you two wants
Because
to explain how you met?
I can do it actually. um,
Yeah, I'm
it
actually
was
curious. How did you become friends with Morton?
so I think it was like on my what very first game stream was Zelda Twilight Princess. And
Mhm.
I was like, if I'm
It
gonna
was
start streaming, I want it to be the game that I like absolutely adore. So I love every single Zelda franchise there is and
Mhm.
will be. So when I was streaming, I think Morton randomly came in and it just
I think
blabbering about so many things at once.
yeah, I think it was like when you were on the Sky Temple is when I joined for the
Yep,
first
yep.
time, I think.
And that's where I
Either the
met my
Sky
love,
Temple
Oko.
or the
Yeah.
Sky. It was either the Sky Temple or I'm trying to think.
It was when I was going to the Sky Temple because it was, I was down at the Lake Hylia,
Oh
about to
yeah,
get shut up. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. It was like
yeah.
at the start of that.
Mhm.
S-
Yeah. So, I think I was
So
struggling
yeah, that's
a
whenever I
lot
first joined.
there.
And I was just like talking with like all the other people, and then I would occasionally like help out here and there.
Mhm.
It's just the only issue is for me everything was mirrored, so
Yeah. He
I
was
had
like,
to
"Go."
make sure I had to flop it, like swap it around to where uh,
Mhm.
I would actually be saying the right
Direction, yeah, I think
directions for
once you
you.
made me go the wrong way, and I'm like, "This is not the way." I was like, "You're leading me to a dead end, like, this is
I'm
not true."
like, "Oh,
I
wait,
trusted you. So,
this
first
isn't
day.
going." My brain was like, "Oh, wait, this isn't
Yeah.
going this is the game
Yeah, I've
being."
lost count on how many times I said this, but when it comes to anything Legend of Zelda related, I grew up playing the games like Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, and Skyward Sword, and as a way to represent that, I plan on having my first tattoo be a Hylian symbol on my left wrist.
Nice. Yeah. I always said my first tattoo was gonna be, a Zelda tattoo, but because I like it to be so meaningful, I still don't know what design I wanted to do. I think I might do, like, a silent, princess flower. Um, but my first tattoo ended up being Star Wars Mandalorian symbol.
Okay, I do have an idea
That's a
of what I want
that's a
mine
good
to
choice
be
to go
if I ever
for
get
a
one.
Star Wars fan.
If I
What
ever
was yours,
get one,
man?
I plan on having it be this, the 2 swords of my
Oh.
characters, because both my characters mean so much to me.
Well, yeah, especially since you've built them from the ground up, so it's, like, very meaningful. I
Yeah.
definitely think that looks so cool.
When it comes to the Mindstorm
So
Creations media characters, they have been in a working progress. Like, the thoughts of them started in 2017, and I started writing in 2020, so this March will make it 6 years of having experience when it comes to writing.
mm, I see.
Oh, nice. I've been writing since I was in, like, 7th grade. I
God
wouldn't
damn.
even know how to yeah.
Uh, I
Yeah.
would say that I've been, like, writing since, like, freshman year, maybe younger,
Mhm.
and my creativity hasn't stopped. It's, like, always been there, and, I think with this current one, like, the current story I'm writing, it shows how much I've grown with how much I've with everything. Because I also did, like, a little thing with Nadine. So you see her part 2 outfit here, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Uh, I the, scarf is to actually represent her, like, shyness. Because with part 1, she's commonly seen paired with her father, and I did put in there for her personality, she's fairly young and has a very energetic personality, but is surprisingly shy when her father isn't around.
That's a good character design too. It just shows who
I
she
agree.
is.
Yeah, and when it comes
So
to character designs, coming to think about it, I do have some good ideas for Raider Uchi's designs, which there's four that I'm debating on for by the time when I get him as a tattoo on my right arm, let alone a sleeve tattoo. It's just I'm not 100% sure what design I want to go for yet, because not all of the designs has concept art yet.
mhm.
Gotcha. Well, have you thought of, like, doing it on your own? Like, when you see the character, how you want to design it and then get someone to draw it for you?
I would
That's how I actually came up with my ideas for my
Yeah.
Yeah,
characters.
I
Yeah.
don't have the commission money to do that because I've been broke for years.
I'm going to say
That's
this,
fair.
as soon as I got like money to actually commission someone, I took the chance that I had to do so. And I would get another commission from them. It's just they're on a hiatus right now because their PC is broken.
Oh
Ooh.
no.
And I also memorized that you offered to commission a profile picture for me, which
From
I'm
that person, but you know,
yeah, and and as somebody who's been a content creator for 5 years, I'm pretty much at the state of you don't have to spend your money on me if you don't want to, but if you choose to, it's appreciated. All I ask is that you support yourself first before you support me, because
Agreed.
I
Yeah.
care for my supporters' financial support.
Yeah, that's how it is. I think that's how most streamers should be in case. I mean, the only reason I like streaming too is more for like entertainment. I like the idea of people watching me game because I grew up with my parents and my like siblings watching me game for the heck of it. So like when I play for people, I think it's just the fun. So when someone does donate
Exactly.
something or I'm always just like, "Whoa, what are you doing? Stop." I don't even know how to turn that feature off. If I could, I would, you know? It's just one of those type
yeah,
of things um, that I enjoy, like just recording to record. That's why
I
I left TikTok in a sense because it's just like, I don't know if I want to stay on there longer. And
yeah,
then
because
I switched to YouTube now, slowly working on building that little by little.
Yeah,
I have both Twitch and YouTube now, so I'm going strong on both.
That's good.
yeah.
Yeah,
As for me, from when I was having a conversation with other content creator friends, a good thing, I think that they said it was a good idea on starting on being a content creator. I have openly said a couple of episodes ago that I started off as a YouTuber from when I was in high school, and then 2 years after I started, fr- from when I turned 18 and moved to my mom's home, which I still live in the same house to this day, I have been taking things seriously and taking one step at a time on being somebody that I want to be, which is a full-time content creator. And I also do writing on the side, and I do want to become a voice actor at some point, and I've been practicing with different voices on. And a good point that somebody who is a voice actor did say is that they cast people based on their talent.
that's
which is
good. I
always a good
mean,
thing.
yeah, yeah, I
Uh,
was gonna say, which is really good too. I mean, especially if you put yourself out there, YouTube is a great content, especially if you're like want things to look pristine. Live is always great once you've built up that viewer count and get into it, and then people are just come on in. Great. I've Don't get me wrong, I've met some amazing people on live. I've met Morin. I've met a group of my other friends. Um, so it's always great to meet those people, but then when you get into the YouTube idea, it's just like, hey, like I can edit this, I can make this look pristine, and then it's just out there. You just leave it to sit, and I hate like that I used to lose a lot of my videos on TikTok too. I used to like not be able to save them properly because it just wouldn't save much. With YouTube is like me completely saving everything. And I think that's a great option for people who want to get into it. Even starting small, demo games are great. Anything to build yourself out there is always an
Hmm.
option.
yeah, because I'm currently doing a series with a friend of mine, or friend of me and Oni's here,
Yep.
uh, Rose, and it's the Tales of the Lost series.
Which is a Terraria series, and a fun fact about Rosenwood 1 is that she's my aunt, but we view each other as brother and sister.
Yeah, it's funny. I
What's the
found that
age
out
gap?
Rose
not that
is
much
22,
actually,
turning 23, and she's a day older than my brother.
Okay.
and what makes it fun, like what makes it fun is like I think it was in like part like part 2 of the series is when I found that out. Because like I was just asking her questions and all that of like what like how she views Jay here. And I'm like, oh, yeah, he's actually family. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
As soon as she said that, I'm like,
What?
It was a
no
plot
shit,
twist in
what?
his collaboration series. Real life plot twist right here. And if anybody's
Yeah.
curious on what I'm snacking on, it's beef jerky bites.
Ooh, that sounds good. Like original flavor, teriyaki, what flavor?
It's just original.
Original? Oh, okay. Yeah. Original is obviously the best way to go. I don't know why
Not,
people get teriyaki.
not
I don't, it
only
loses it.
yeah, not only am I a writer, but if you like actually watch some of my streams, you can
Hmm.
if you ever heard the music in the background, I made that.
Someone does his own little instrumentals.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I first knew you as, like making your own music first before you got into like officially into the writing.
Mhm.
When I found out you did writing and then gaming, because I knew you gamed, but I didn't know you were going to go into it fully for like creation style. But I knew your music was your creation.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
it comes to the idea of writing, I am in the process on working on a science fiction series within the Mirrorgate universe called Cyborg Assassin. And three other friends of mine, B and Jovo, who is the second half of the hosts, along with Rose, we're joining forces on writing the World's Brawl series.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
hoping I can join in for like a guest character.
Yeah, because when that time comes, Morton did give me permission to have Nadine as a guest character for World's Brawl Ultimate.
I did. And
You paused for a minute. What were you saying?
I did
Oh,
also
yeah. No, go ahead.
with some of my things is like most of my I also plan on like with my music, I plan on getting new ones, like new songs out that I'm currently working on because I have like a melody with my guitar already in the works. I'm also trying to like get the whole idea of getting that all done with like learning more to like add some new techniques into it.
Yeah, and to be
I have
and with
to
how I mentioned it, I'm still thinking of ideas on how I can make Tsuyoshi, also known as, well, Tsuyoshi Nakano, also known as Nightmare, who is the antagonist of Cyborg Assassin 2 Project Resurrection, a terrifying antagonist. Not like in a horror way, but in a way of if he was to intimidate you, you would be shitting your pants level of
Yeah.
scary.
Uh, that's
Yeah.
that's going to be Nadine in part 2.
Ooh,
Like
okay. Foreshadowing.
she's
Foreshadowing
not
right there.
going to she's not going to be that uh bubbly girl that you knew in part
Shy
1.
girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nope, she's gonna be a menace.
She's going to be a shy girl who is terrifying when you meet her.
Yeah. It's like once you push that button, she's done. You're done.
Hmm.
Like, it's getting I've gotten to a point where I also got permission from Rosen to Rose to actually add in one of her characters into my story.
Ooh. I still have to think of a good, like, proper lore for Scarlet here. Um, my character is really a shifter in terms of where she is. So I do have something where she's more Witcher based, where she has armor style. I have her as a mage here, but she's always with a honey badger. That is her symbol. So I think I have
It
to
was
find out.
you also your P&G also had like that honey badger
Mhm,
when you still
mhm.
had that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
always around the neck.
Mhm. Yeah,
Always.
it's there. It's my favorite, it is my favorite animal, the honey badger. They're just so badass, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean,
They just don't
you
care.
say that, and I think with Girls Frontline, they have a character who's based off of the gun of the honey badger,
Really.
but what they did is they took that into account and put beside her a honey badger, like a small little tiny honey badger right next to her.
Oh, that's interesting.
I need to find an art piece of it. So, found it.
Yeah, no, I always wanted to have the I want in any way possible, my honey badger will if you notice my YouTube logo is literally this main character with the honey badger. Oh,
Mhm.
I see it.
Yeah,
I need to see
Honey
that's
this.
badgers
what I
are
mean.
vicious. They're super vicious.
There's the gun, and then there's the little honey badger.
Mhm. That's cute.
That is cute.
But that's what I mean by Girls Frontline. Like takes things a little step further and on like names for characters. For example, with well the honey badger, they gave her a pet honey badger.
Yeah. They are adorable.
And when it comes to the idea of giving different characters character development, out of all the Mirror Gate universe characters that I went in depth with when it comes to character development, Writer Uchi so far has the best character development in my eyes.
I feel
Yeah.
I feel like in part two, when with Fallen Sage of Despair, people are going to hate me. Because I introduced a small little child, and
Oh, no.
where they brought her, the small child, Akumu, was their base. If you read, something happens to the stronghold.
Oh, no.
It's left
Interesting,
on a cliffhanger, so you don't necessarily know what happened to the
but it's
stronghold,
implied.
but it's implied that something
Yeah.
happened.
Oh, goodness.
And he
That's
told
why I
me
feel like
about
people
one
are
scene
going
that
to
would be
hate me.
fucked up, but I have a feeling that it's going to be a controversial scene when that happens.
Mm,
Uh, I know, like the whole point of like the villain for my story is he's meant to be a little fucked in the head.
mm. I mean, what's a villain if not a little messed up, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you want to know
like if he
what?
doesn't have that personality, then he's not really a villain.
Do you want to
Mhm.
know what Nightmare would do in the beginning of Cyborg Assassin 2 for what's in my mind?
Hmm.
The main character, Jason Dakoa, also known as Speedo, his sister is killed right in front of him, and he is forced to watch her die.
Oof. Brutal. Traumatizing as well.
And Nadine,
And he got
she
emotionally exploited to where he is having hallucinations, to where Nightmare is trying to trick him into doing things that he wouldn't do, which is to murder criminals.
Mm.
so
Mm.
you know how I named my story Fallen Sage of Despair?
Mhm.
In the story, there's technically 9 sages, and two of those sages are two of the original sages are dead.
Ah. So there gonna be replacements?
There is one of them's already
Mhm.
been revealed. Well, two of them have.
Yeah. when it comes
because
to yeah, with how you mentioned it,
the
some of the Guardians of the Dimensions in the Fantasy's Virtual Darkness series was killed because of the enchantments of Soul Scratcher. Which I'm not gonna get into details about that. If you're interested, I can DM you the series after the podcast recording.
because with Nadine, she may look like this character that doesn't have very much power. You'll find out at the end of part 1 that no, she's more than meets the eye.
Yep.
Yeah, she has more to her story. Do you know how
Mhm.
like many okay, so is it like it's chapter based naturally? Is it book based as well, or is it like a single book you're doing?
uh Single book.
Single.
It's like,
Nice.
think of how do I say this? Think of how Fire Emblem does their story, because they
Mhm.
have Fire Emblem Three Houses did it like you have part 1, white clouds, and then the chapter underneath it. So the way that I'm doing mine is you have part 1, which is Heroes of the Past, the chapter name, which is the first chapter, The Lost Girl,
Mhm.
and then chapter 2, Rise of Despair, and then that's where part 1 ends. Part 2 will be called Rising Hero. The chapter I will not say the name of because it's spoilers.
Fair.
Because
Well, hopefully that works out.
you need to read chapter 2 of part 1 to figure out what the second part of like the first chapter of Rising Hero will be named.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, I
it
need to
mhm.
get into it.
But I can definitely say that Nadine will probably become a favorite
Yeah. A good point that a lot of people would say is that we
because
all
of
start
how
off
I'm kind of
somewhere when it
writing her.
comes to h- how we became who we are now.
Hmm.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
if we were to go back to the beginning of what life was like before we were a content creator and how we started, I'm all ears on what you have to say about that.
Oh, I did a lot. I worked in a lot of like my life was basically work, work, work nonstop. It kind of still is, besides like a little free time every so often. Um, but I really just worked on like fast food. I worked in a lot of like medical fields. Anywhere I can put my foot into, I liked to expand my skill sets. The more knowledge I had, the better. I did
Hmm.
work in like not law enforcement, but something similar to it. Uh, that's also something I did. So I was really, really just strung up on making as much money because I knew I wanted to be a content creator, but I knew
Hmm.
it wasn't cheap. And I knew PCs
Oh
that
no.
could hold the best games and the best graphics, and running like so many systems all at once was not cheap. And as once I convinced my dad to build a PC for me, I was just like, I will get all the parts I need to if you just let me know. Um, at that point, he was just like, well, take my hand-me-downs and start small. And I just would game privately and just work until I save up enough money. I didn't do much. I mean, I went out with friends. I did write a few stories. Most of my stories in the beginning were just fan fiction about like my favorite characters who I liked before I started going into my own personal stories. As my sister is a film director currently, she went for school for that.
Oh shit.
I did a lot of. writing with her and talking with her, and that's how I got even more creative. So we got into the idea of like, let's start thinking of like what we can do for your scripts and what we can do for the next possible stories and what we can go out there. So she's just on the mend of like putting herself out there for films
Hmm.
and making YouTube videos slowly as well. So she's starting off, starting small, starting big. So we're just that's where we were. And then I got into streaming TikTok one day and I was just like, let's go. I'll do it.
Let's
Why not?
go through this. And
We
yeah,
don't talk about my
now
TikTok days. It makes me cringe thinking about it.
I still pop on TikTok here and there just to make like short little skits of characters. I'll
Mm,
probably start like leaning towards skits of like Nadine and Guliamir, possibly Katori, if Rose allows me to.
Yep. And with how you mentioned a film degree that your sister has, it popped up in my mind from when you mentioned it. When it comes to the Mindstorm Creations projects, there are certain ways on how I can see the projects become adapted for when that time comes. Like, for example, for Fantasy's Virtual Darkness, I can see it being a TV series if and I honestly think that it would make a good animated one. Paranormal Slayer and Cyborg Assassin, I can see it being a video game with what I'm going for the story. And everything else, I'm not 100% sure exactly yet, so it really all depends on how the stories would go down.
yeah, usually some stories tend to like I can picture Morton's story being an animation more so. Um, the way it
Uh,
seems to be going,
it
and what
it
I've been hearing.
definitely leans towards the animation style of things, because it's heavily based off of like Punishing Gray Raven and a lot of post-apocalyptic games out there. So, but
There's
it's
two
also
well-known post-apocalyptic games that I can think of right off the rip when I think of the genre. Borderlands
um
and Fallout.
Mm, mm,
um but for like what I'm doing though is I'm going a route of with the virus that takes over the world. It can be cured. It's just they haven't figured out the cure. Unlike the virus in Punishing Gray Raven, the Punishing virus cannot be cured whatsoever. Once the Punishing virus takes over, it's you're done. You become a corrupted. With this one, the I can't even pronounce my own virus name.
That's not good.
It's Necrolovis.
Yeah, there are some dimension names in the Mirror Gate that I can pronounce, and some that other people don't know how to pronounce.
But it is a virus that can be overcome if you are strong enough to resist its will.
mm.
Yeah. And I dropped my can.
Uh-oh.
It's empty, luckily, so it's all good.
Like that's like the main idea that I'm going for with it. I also have a full-on map for the area as well.
Oh. Do you know the names of everything of all the locations? That's always a pain. Like making maps for games and for books and everything are so annoying because I can never think of creative enough names for anything.
Yeah, I've thought of names for the continents of the different dimensions. It's just I haven't figured out what the mapping would be like. And a good idea that I do have
I'm
for
sending mine
the
right now.
yeah, a good idea that I do have with the lore of the Mirrorgate universe is to avoid any destruction within a dimension versus a dimension, every 50 years would have a world's brawl tournament to where each dimension would take turns on who is hosting the tournament.
Mhm. Now, here's the map of mine. I have a name of the actual world, and then every continent has a name.
Mm, mm.
Because you
Yeah,
have
it's well built. Yeah, it's well built.
Yep.
Darkensinia, or Darkskinia, however you want to pronounce that, Stellaria, Stark,
You know, it's a good
Th1ngs.
name for area if even the author can't even pronounce
can't
it.
even say it correctly.
Yeah, yeah.
Sacrifinia. Uh, that's how that I named it that because it would make sense if it was named
Mhm.
that because of the
With
name
all that's
of the
happening.
story.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you have the original like resting place for the Sage of Despair,
Mhm.
which is on a little island. The Forest of Fallen Heroes, as it says, literally the Forest of Fallen Heroes. The Wastelands of Stellaria, you've got Stronghold, Starlight Blade,
Yeah, this would need to
Rosinia,
be flipped
the
when there's an
Rosinia
edit
Ruins,
of what I'm about to show, but this is the map that Morton is referring to.
the Unspoken,
Mm,
the Stronghold of the Unspoken, Ruins of uh, Elincia,
mm. You've got
Stronghold,
a lot of good areas.
Belgrade, and then forest of like the Starcrest Forest is the only safe area to be in the
Mm.
world.
Out of everything, just that one
Out
spot.
of out of every area, your safest bet is Starcrest and
Mm,
the forest of Starcrest.
mm.
Gotcha. Also,
Hence
Morton, do
why
you know this
Nadine's
monkey's name?
outpost will be there. Diddy Kong.
Did these nuts fit in your mouth?
Oh, thank gosh I didn't get excited and answer.
Got him.
I was skeptical at first. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna make
Get
a joke out
fucked.
of this. I hate you.
The first D's nuts joke in the podcast, and it was a good setup too.
It was great. Luckily, I didn't fall for it first. I was so excited to say, "Hey, I know it," but I was just like, "Don't answer, don't answer, don't answer."
Why
uh,
was it me who had to answer?
Mhm.
I'm I'm having a drink on this one. Let's go.
Cheers. Oh, that's a cool
Uh,
mug. That's totally a D&D mug.
It is,
Totally.
and I poured in some Pepsi in this one. Most of the time, I have non-alcoholic drinks in there because I don't drink much alcohol.
Yeah,
Yeah, despite the fact I'm legally old enough to drink, I don't drink much.
I will be this year.
nice. It's not all it's cracked up to be, trust me. It's
Yeah, I have a low tolerance, so
yeah.
I,
One sip and I'm
I
already done and gone.
I don't know yet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't speak on that matter.
not
Don't do
yet.
it, Morton. Don't do it, Morton. It's not worth it.
I don't think it ever will be.
Yeah.
I'll probably have my moments where I'll probably be like, I need a drink.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
like it most likely will not be on streams.
Yeah, how did coming to think about it, like we all know that when it comes to being a content creator versus a writer, and in Morton's case, being a musician, I know that it's changed our lives in some way, shape, or form. Which, coming to think about it, what are some achievements that we can think of on what we've done
Oh,
and how it's changed our lives?
I definitely want to say that I've met a great amount of people. It's broadened my I'm a very shy person, to be honest, and I'm not very vocal. So when it comes to gaming and when I got into recording and putting myself out there, I think it really pumped me up in a sense of like, I'm gonna talk to all these people, or all these people are gonna see me play. Granted, half of them might not enjoy it, some of them will probably tease me about it, but I think it boosts a lot of my confidence in terms of like what I'm doing. I enjoyed a lot of that. And that's one of like I think my biggest achievement in terms of it, because not many people take streaming or content creating serious. I knew a lot of my friends were just like, "That's just being online, you're just not doing much," and I'm just like, "But you meet so many people, or you develop such a great, like, group of people who and share the same experience and passion, you meet so
Yes.
many new things." Yeah, it's such a
Yeah.
great aspect, and I think
That's
that was one of the best achievements.
to be fair, I like during like me like watching you stream and like others stream, I'm like, I kind of want to do it myself. It's just I
Mhm,
don't have the courage to do it myself.
mhm,
I see your point.
And upon joining the buddies, I'm like, you know what? I might as well just join, actually like get all everything I need to stream and do it. Because if I do it now, then there's no turning back.
mhm,
Yeah,
I took
after
the huge leap from going from just music to streaming games.
mhm. I think also starting on your own is even more scary compared to starting with a group of people who all want to do it, because you have people to talk to, uh, actually vocal out to as well, that you can just laugh about. But when you're starting solo, it's like, how can I
It,
be entertaining without sounding obnoxious or something, you know?
Yeah, I
It's
see
just
your
yeah,
like,
point. And to
with
be
yeah.
honest,
with
with
me,
how you brought it up, if anybody asks me if I started solo at the beginning, it's a yes and no because I've had my friends from high school to pretty much help me build up in the beginning, and the part where it's a yes on being solo, I was by myself back then, and then I've met B Major, Death Wolf through VR chat, and we thought of improving on the Fantasy's Virtual Darkness roleplay series, which doesn't exist anymore. But we started bonding through that, and we're not just passionate about being content creators, we're also passionate about the projects that we make together. And with how our friendship has developed throughout these past 5 years, we're not just throughout the past 3 to 10 years with the rest of the members, we're not just friends. We built a brotherhood with our friendship.
mhm. Now with me, uh, I don't remember when exactly I joined the buddies, but I know it was either sometime last year or
Yep.
2024.
I want
I
to say it was somewhere around the beginning of 2025. Let me check.
because I know I joined
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere
like
around there.
it was fairly early of last year or the end of 2024, and a lot has happened.
Mhm. It's good you found the good connection too. I
Yep.
ended up taking a pause because like I said, I wanted to focus on recording a bunch of videos, editing them,
Mhm.
and then posting them up slowly. That way I'm ahead, because my schedule is always out of whack, or sometimes I just forget to edit and I don't have any
I
constant. I'm
I
not very constant.
Yeah, it
the
was
reason
somewhere
why
around 10
I
to 11 months ago from when Morton joined the buddies.
for me, I try to keep like a consistent uh schedule for like my streams, but I'm like very bad at like with procrastination issues.
Yeah, when
So
I get back
I
into the
procrastinate a lot. So I say I'm going to stream like one day and then I put it off. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna stream today. I put it off again, and I'm like, I need to stop procrastinating.
yeah, you do. And I'm honestly at the and when it comes to being consistent, I've been balancing out wanting to do Samaroni stuff, doing stuff with the buddies, do recording episodes for the All Things Nerdy podcast, the Order of the Amethyst Oak campaign, which is our D&D campaign, and writing, which writing is most likely going to be a off recording or a off streaming thing because I do want it to be a surprise and I try my best to make some animations or like some skits on what would help out with what to expect for the stories of Mindstorm creations. For example, for Legend of the Night Stars, I thought of what writer Uchi would say during the events of that story, which, long story short, on what he says, he starts off with, I remember what it's like to be resurrected by the wrong hands, because in his lore, he was a gunslinger known as Joji, and he sacrificed himself against Karkanos, who was corrupted by Odin's curse, but Karkanos accidentally corrupted Joji to where it was too much for his body to where it killed him. And the Dark Realm resurrected him to where he was lied to about who was responsible for the murder of his family and the fact that Odin's curse was a gift. But the one part that
Mhm.
they were truthful on was Raider's birth name. So he was easily manipulated to where what B said in his own words became the Sephiroth of the Mirrorgate universe, to where he committed
Pa pa
omicide
pa pa
against
pa pa pa
Azeroth.
pa pa pa. Pa 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 pa. Satyas. Pa 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 pa.
That did not sound like One Winged Angel, bro. That sounded like Pokemon.
Satyas.
What a whole good battle. I was ready.
Yet, and with one of the stories, Paranormal Slayer 2 has been on a hiatus for 2 years, which I do plan on getting back into it at some point. But as for Legend of the Night Stars, it came out last March 14th, which this year will make it the 5th anniversary of the Mirrorgate universe. Which, thinking about it now, that is fucking insane. And with how you mentioned it before recording, what type of stories have you written?
So I've written fantasy, romance, a slice of life so far. Those are the main three I stick to. I want and a little bit of adventure in there, but they're not really. I think that's where I'm going to go into when I officially write my lore for my character currently, Scarlet. Um, but I think those are the only ones I've done so far, and am working currently on my slice of life, who is a normal girl who likes bikes. She owns her own bike shop, so it's a lot of research and learning about bikes, even though I don't know too much. um, and a biker guy who's on the run from his old crew. And yeah, it's pretty intense. It's gonna have a little bit of romance, a little bit of action, um,
Mhm.
a lot of comedy mixed with like that angst, I guess you can say. So it takes a lot to get into it. But that's all I've written so far, and I want to broaden my horizon. but I scare myself, so I don't think I can get into that too much.
Or whenever it comes to like games and all that, I think it's sent. Yeah, it's sent.
Yeah.
Uh, uh I want to do something like once I get done with like Sage of Despair, I want to try to at least write a story heavily based on like Final Fantasy 16
Mm. That's a
because that
that's a lot of background stuff for it.
Yep, I sent
oh,
story descriptions in the group chat, which I'm willing to read them one by one, given the fact that I have the Google Doc pulled up.
and you want to know how much the book that book costed me?
$100.
Probably.
About it costed me about like $50.
Oh,
Okay,
half
I
of
was
it, but
halfway
that's
there.
still yeah.
It's a the reason why it costed that much though is because it's a collectible and hardcover, of course.
That explains a lot. And the first Mindstorm Creations project that started it all for me is the Squad of Heroes, which is a comic book inspired novel series.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And Gunblade was the first ever Mindstorm Creations protagonist that I thought of. Which he's overpowered as fuck for a vigilante. But not in a aura farmer way, but in a way to where if you fight him, if you don't think of a strategy on how you would beat his ass, you're cooked.
I might do like a new save for like my Final Fantasy 16 playthrough. Only because I want to like re-go through the like first part of the story because I'm trying to like remember all of that.
Fair.
Mm.
Because I played the demo, which is why my like save data is like
Sorry.
was past chapter 1 or well the first stage of the game.
So yeah, I'm ready to read the story descriptions for the new universes that I do want to introduce at some point. And to the audience at home, you're welcome to share your thoughts in the description down below. And for the fun of it, I did a poll asking my friends, being like, "Hey, do you see this being a comic book or a novel?" So I'm gonna start things off with renovation because it's on the top of the Google Doc based on what there is. In 2047, Satan decided that he had enough of humanity because of how many sinners there are. All hell broke loose, and the disease mutated into monsters. Luckily for what is left of humanity, the demons are easy to kill depending on what weapons the survivors have at their disposal. In post apocalyptic America, our heroes are on an epic and terrifying adventure to help humanity and fight against the armies of hell. When the world went to ruin, humans accepted what the world around them was like. There are thugs who became raiders and raided camps and towns to draw the attention to bloodthirsty revenants.
Hmm. I mean, I could, if you want me to, I
Hmm.
could like read the prologue of mine. Hmm.
I do want to make this as a
Interesting.
comic book at some point, which it would
You
make
know
a
what?
badass comic.
I'll do the prologue of Fallen Sage of Despair. Just the prologue. Fallen Sage of Despair prologue. Time is a precious thing. But when things go wrong, the world ends up in a mess. Barren wastelands, cities destroyed, abandoned, and overgrown, and the suffering of people fallen victim to monsters by the day. A tragedy happened that caused all this chaos to happen. A virus that was quickly named Necropolis. It
Mm.
spread infecting thousands of people, turning them into mindless monsters, causing them to destroy the world around them. Slowly, the virus began to evolve, prompt, prompting the world to find ways to survive. Sages tried to stop this, even the fallen sage of despair tried, but failed, resulting in her death. Only one sage can prevent this, the second sage of fate, and a father and his daughter were caught in the crossfire of this virus.
Oh no.
That yeah, that shit is deep. And
Yeah,
when it
that is
comes
pretty
to
cool.
renovation, do you think it would be a good comic or a novel? I say comic.
Yeah, I can definitely see it as a comic.
Hmm. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah,
because it's a that post-apocalyptic. It's good to describe it, but I think seeing post-apocalyptic always gets me riled up. Like I like the idea of that post-apocalyptic era.
yeah,
Oh
So
yeah.
seeing
and
it in a comic
I will admit
definitely
it.
I
I would love to see this as a ad hoc studios game if they want to go for a new universe, because I have some good ideas as to what I want to do with it. And
I think so far my favorite that you've sent was Ninja Maid.
yeah, credit to Maximilian, dude, for the title idea.
Yeah,
Ninja Maid.
yeah. I think that one's by far my favorite so far.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I could
speaking
also
of
give
that,
you like descriptions of the character, like what they're of like how
Mhm,
old, like what the characters look like.
with how you
Now,
mentioned Ninja Maid, I'm gonna read the story description real quick. In the
mhm.
medieval ages of Europe, an
okay.
Asian woman named Alice Brittany was raised by a German traveler who has an understanding of different cultures. In Norway, Britain, and Germany, there are cruel kingdoms who raid villages and leave no trace behind when it comes to what troubles the land suffer from. Alice steals from the greedy riches and gives back to the poor and the stolen from victims of theft. There are a lot of battles that the ninja maid will find herself in. As for the gods of the lands, they smile for the justice the cruel kingdoms deserve. Even bandits are afraid for their safety because of the court systems.
I could see this being like a show, and
One,
all I have to say for like the music, you can't have a maid who like a badass maid without a rock styled theme in the background.
oh hell yeah. Ninja Maid,
I
I would
think
be down
like
to see it as either a comic or a novel, or a
I
possibility
I
of
think a
both.
novel.
Novel,
Yeah,
alright.
yeah, it could do really good as a comic probably, but I think a novel would do really well in that, only because you can get a lot more descriptive with the sneaking around, because with
mhm.
comics, you have to limit it to how much you can do on the page and what you can show for sneaking, but with the if she's as a ninja and being a theft and everything, I think being sneaky can really be translated really good into a novel.
Yeah, I see your point. Okay, so
Okay, it says
Morton
it says
first, and
here
then I'll go
as
for Alien Hunter's
as the
description.
quotes said, you can't have a maid without the rock metal.
Just play In the End by Black Whale Brains, and here you go. Alright,
Oh no,
so
I got a perfect song for that for you to hear what I mean. I'm going to give you the timestamp 2:18 for this song.
okay.
So I'll post it in the here in the chat just so
Okay.
you both can hear it.
Alright, so here is the story description for Alien Hunters. In the 2060s, Antlions got tired of the human race because of its politics, hates towards each other, and greed for money. As a result, Earth has been invaded and millions of humans died in the invasion. As for who is left, they fight back and hope to rebuild society and leave their mistakes behind to have a better future. And after they win the wars that started when the Antlions massacred humanity, the battlefield is what is left of post-apocalyptic Earth, and Antlions swarm like bees and wasps, where no human dares to enter without any source of protection, like abandoned buildings.
Hmm.
This would be a comic, no questions asked.
Yeah, definitely.
And if it was to be a show, I don't know if it would be animated or live action.
Hmm.
Like, I'm being honest here. I don't know what way would be good. I'd be down for either or.
Sometimes all of them could be really good for it too. So
Alright, so this one is the big. I'm pretty sure that this one would be a comic based on the idea, but here's the description for Cowboy Ninja. In the cyberpunk age of San Antonio, Texas, Aaron is a Texan who has ninja training from Japan. The crimes were bad to where he became a vigilante who will do anything to protect those who can't defend themselves. He doesn't kill unless there is terrorism involved. He eventually teams up with a group of vigilantes who share the same goal, and at the same time, they seek to fight against a corrupted system. Aaron and the rest of the team of vigilantes are willing to fight crime and protect the innocent. At the same time, they will do anything to fight against the corrupted system.
that is good.
Hmm.
It's got a good detail in it. I like that it's just they all take place in like something so simple, like
Mhm.
Texas and European medieval, but then suddenly you've got like Germany and then you've got like ninjas involved. So it's like a good mix, random mix.
Yeah, to
Hmm.
be honest, I'd be down to see Ninja Maid as a show or a movie.
Yeah.
Alright, this one I have a feeling is going to be a novel based on the idea. Aliens versus demons. Aliens from another planet seek to end humanity and take Earth for themselves. As for the demons from the underworld, they fight against the. Wait, let me reword this. As for the demons of the underworld, the fight against them gives them a chance of redemption for what they have done in life, for the crimes they committed. The demons who are on the road to redemption teams up with governments to fight back to defend their planet. After the fight eventually ends, the demons who seek to make amends will earn their humanity for protecting the world from invasions, to stop aliens from terrorizing the planets, abduct humans, and to stop aliens from terrorizing the oh wait, nope. To destroy the core of planet Earth. There we go.
Mm.
A, f- a fate worse than death is to be enslaved by the conquerors who destroy your world, then your spirit, with the chances to live a peaceful life. So if that happens, that would be hell. 100% a novel in my
Yeah.
eyes. What about you?
Definitely a novel. Yeah, definitely a novel.
Martin, do you agree on it being a novel?
Mhm.
Okay, so this idea wouldn't be a book, this would be a horror game. The
Okay.
Experience. A college
Oh.
student by the name of Wyatt was falsely accused of a murder he didn't commit because an abusive parent who abused him growing up attacked him in public. He was sentenced to 1 year in prison for assault because the judges didn't believe that it was self defense. As Wyatt's sentence was up, a prisoner ended up attacking him, which he survived but suffered from a life threatening injury.
Ooh.
In the haunted hospital, there is a demon named Azazel who's forcing Wyatt to have nightmares as a source to give him a heart attack that can kill him. Lucky for Wyatt, there is a ghost named Luna who is trying her best to help him out, who appears as a witch with good causes, who will do anything in her power, alongside with an AI named Magnus, who helps Wyatt navigate through the nightmares. If Wyatt dies in the nightmare, he dies in the real world.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting.
And who Magnus would be as a character, he is an AI character, yes, but the idea is that he'll help you navigate through nightmares, to where he helps you navigate through different puzzles, and he'll let you know if there's danger nearby, which,
There's
if he
danger.
starts to
Hide.
panic, that's how you know there's going to be danger nearby.
Hmm.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
pretty
no,
much.
don't.
Hey,
What are you so triggers.
Alright, let's be honest. If
Hello.
this would you play the experience for when it becomes a thing? I would.
I would, definitely would.
There's a
Yeah, that would make a interesting horror game. And it takes inspiration from Dark Deception, but instead of having a Pac-Man-esque element, the dead ends would have puzzles that you would need to solve, and you would need to solve at least 10 of them to survive the nightmare. And there would be 5 extra that's optional to do if you do 10. And each nightmare would
I
have
see.
a theme behind it, which we can save that for another time. And the last story description is for Out of Order. This would 100% be a comic in my eyes. A criminal group known as the Storm Terrors has been terrorizing the galaxy for years. It is led by a Viking battle mage named Björn, which catches the attention of a bounty hunter named Gear, who collects bounties for good causes. The commissioner fills him
Here.
in on the situation, and Gear goes on a galactical adventure to collect the bounties of every single member of the terrorist groups to bring justice for countless civilians who was forced into illegal enslavement, the murdered, and the worlds who are ready to help Gear in the best of their ability, not just to bring justice to their planets, also to let the gang members know that they are tired of feeling fear of their towns being raided and massacred into an unfathomable amount of gory sights.
That's interesting.
Yeah, 100% comic in my eyes.
Yeah, that's super good. I haven't seen many, and you guys are making me want to go to my story and read out some of the description now. You guys read out all of yours, and now I haven't really put out my
I
description.
mean,
It is out on Wattpad, I think.
I have like a
I
full
think.
description of like how Nadine's first outfit looks.
Mhm. Oh, is that the one that I helped you with, or is that
So
the second one, her second
yes,
outfit?
the first
Okay.
one
Okay.
is because I did the second one myself.
Yeah. Because you got an idea of it. Yeah, how to do
Yep.
it. It's
Gu-
interesting.
This is Gulliamir's. Gulliamir Gliane is Nadine's father. He is approximately 45 years old. His appearance is that of a tall man, one eye, with one blue eye, a scarred half on his face, which changed the color of his left eye to red. He is wearing a blue scarf with a black and red short sleeve jacket. Underneath a white undershirt, black torn gloves, a navy blue sash, black pants, and black and red shoes. That's Gulliamir. Nadine Gliane, Part 1 design, by the way. Nadine Gliane. has long white hair, blue eyes with red pupils. She is commonly seen wearing a purple cropped sleeveless cargo jacket, a top similar to a sports bra with a zipper. For some odd reason, I don't remember why I did that, but with a see-through cloth right above the zipper. Cleavage is there, of course. Pants with a cutout on the upper left thigh, resembling shorts, and tall socks, but still attached. And that's basically her part one design. Nadine is 20. She is fairly young and has a very energetic personality. And of course, you know that bit. And then I get to her part two look in the second part of part one, which this is where you're going to find out something about her. Peaceful days begin to settle in for Nadine. She takes time she has to create a new outfit. She tries on her new outfit. She still kept the jacket, but underneath the but the top underneath doesn't have any midriff this time around. There's still but still has a cleavage issue, but she doesn't really care about that. She added two straps with buckles on her lower torso. She ditched the leggings and replaced them with a skirt, a white belt holding it up side, on one side, which is her left side, which has a slit in the skirt with a stitched in X design, a line at the bottom of the short skirt of the slit on the left side. She now wears thigh-high socks with a silver outline on the top. She changed her shoes to heeled boots with three straps to hold them in place, ensuring they wouldn't fall off her feet. The supplies were limited with this outfit, though still pretty stylish for a limited material outfit.
Mm-hmm.
That is interesting.
Yep. And when it
And
comes to
then
Oh, yeah.
in that part as well, her father made her the scarf that she's wearing in part two.
Hence, like his own self, right? He made it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he made the scarf. She made her outfit, except for the jacket. And it is said what happens to her hair in part in chapter two of part one.
Hmm.
yeah, it got cut short as she got her ass kicked.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. Sometimes long hair is
Yeah.
in the way.
Yeah, Speedo as a character, he got his ass kicked twice in the first act of Cyborg Assassin 1. The first time was
Oh
by
yeah.
his own brother, but he almost died because half of his face got ripped off, which is how he got his cybernetic eye. And the second time was by the secondary antagonist, Kaimon Taniguchi, also known as Nova, who is the leader of the Nighthawks during the events of Cyborg Assassin 1.
Another foreshadowing moment for my end. This won't be the first time Nadine's getting her ass kicked.
She's ready this time.
Yeah,
Yep.
she's ready to kick somebody's ass in if she has to.
Okay, so here's the level ideas for the experience by theme. And I have the level themes figured out. I just need to write lore for them. Level 1 is Overgrown Harvest, which would be a farm and garden theme. Which I haven't figured out which one would be deaf and which one would be blind. But they would both be a threat in their own way.
It still reminds me of that one time when you were on my stream. We were playing Repo. He was in the truck and he said, "Oh, it won't kill me."
No, that was the huntsman.
Yeah, the huntsman is the one that
Yeah, I
shoots.
know. I did the huntsman
Yeah.
noise. That's the noise when he
Yeah, yeah,
makes when he notices you.
yeah.
Just like the huntsman. You hear that, bam, death.
Yep.
Mhm.
And it was
And
like one of my sister's friends too. They were warning him, "Shut up. He's gonna kill you." No, he won't.
and the next thing you know, I die immediately, but we
I
all had a good laugh
die.
out of it. Yeah. And
Like
as
that
for
was the funniest thing of the thing. There was also another part in that stream when Rose joined up on Repo. Um,
your scream sounded like
the
Toad.
not Toad. It's the fact that when Rose joined my Repo stream, uh, I went. She told me to like drop down a grenade. I was tempted to press E. As soon as I said that, next thing I hear is that timer start ticking down. I'm like, oh no.
Oh gosh.
she what she did is as soon as I gave it to her, she pressed E, threw it back up into the ceiling while I was trying to get down. It was hilarious.
That game is stressful sometimes.
Yeah,
Can be
it
very
is. I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, so I'll be right back.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's been a while since I played like certain games too.
Oh
Like
yeah.
Repo's great. It did get like repetitive, but then they added in the
Period.
new
All that.
characters or new monsters. Yeah, so that got really good again.
Yeah, I probably might stream it again
Hmm.
at some point. Probably with my own friends. And this
Yeah.
time, of course, my Fuki will still be seen, and theirs will too.
Hmm.
Because I have, like, for my streams, I have, like, Fukis next to, like, my character.
Yeah.
And it makes the experience a lot more fun.
I bet. That's
Just
cool.
seeing everyone's Fukis is fun. But I probably won't do it for Repo, seeing that, well, with Repo, you can hear them through the game and see when they're talking. So I don't see a necessary need for me to have the Fukis there, except for mine.
I need to. Where do you like stream at? You said you do on what?
Twitch and YouTube.
Twitch and YouTube? Okay. Maybe I'll pop around one day and check it out.
Bigger Boulder? Bigger and Bolder
Hmm?
update. Terraria. It
Oh,
got a new update.
that was not. Why did you just say Terraria first before just saying bigger and bolder?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
What went through your head?
Exactly. Whatever's going through yours.
Genuine question.
Yeah, so when it comes to the experience levels, level 2 would be Sewer of Horrors, which would have mutated rats for
Mm,
self-explanatory reasons.
Mm,
Level 3 is Infected Laboratory, which would have zombies. Level 4 is Tainted Castle, which would be a vampire cult. Level 5 is Madness
mhm.
Asylum Hospital, which here's the fun thing for level 5 for an idea. The doctors are trying to kill you, and the inmates of the asylum is trying to help you.
Why? Why?
yeah.
Why are you doing this?
Level 6 is Moonshadow Camp, which would have werewolves. Level 7 is Slaughter School, which there's a demon girl that would try to play mind tricks on you. If you fell for it, you're done.
Hmm.
Level 8 takes inspiration from the Joy Joy Gang level of Dark Deception. Level 8 is Abandoned Memories, which would have Five Nights at Freddy's inspired animatronics. Level 9 is Madness Manor, which that would be a hard level because there's dolls and mannequins that would move if you're not looking at them.
Yeah.
Oh, so
And I
just thinking about
fucking
those
hate
statues.
the Weeping Angel assets in horror
Oh
games.
yeah.
They are terrifying.
Oh, yeah. Anything
Oh,
with
you
those
would
type of
definitely hate you would definitely hate a certain part of me side then.
Oh, fuck that, dude.
There's a weeping angel section in me side.
Oh
I
my
don't know
goodness.
if it's one from Mita or if it's one of the endoskeletons, but you're right, I'm gonna fucking hate it.
Uh, both?
Oh, hell no. Level 10 would be Freak Show Circus, which uh, would be clowns, but as a chase sequence, there would be a spider clown that would be chasing you on Azazel's behalf.
Hmm. It's a lot of like spooky games. Me side, I heard a lot about Me side. I heard that it was pretty good.
Yeah, I
It
do
is
want to play
actually.
Me-Side for horror game season at some point, which I
It,
have a
it
lot of horror games planned for the 2026 Halloween season.
it's fun as well. It's just oh my god.
How scary is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
Uh, it's not bad,
That that doesn't answer my
but
question.
if you're not expecting it, probably like a 10. Cause it's like a 10 if you're not expecting them, the jump scares.
Yeah, I'll log into Steam on my phone after the recording, which I was gonna look at Me-Side on that.
And all I have to say about this, just think of DDLC, but worse.
Yeah, DDLC is not scary.
I that's why I said think of DDLC, but worse.
You wanna know a game that's like one that we know but is scarier? Bramble the Mountain King.
Eh?
It's a horror game that's based on Norse fairy tales.
Ah.
And I can say, and with how far I am in the game, despite the fact that I plan on restarting it, I can confirm that there are some moments that are terrifying.
I he like Jay over here, he has his like horror games season during like January all the way to October.
I'm call One thing I'm gonna call you out on real quick. You got the first month wrong. It goes July
Wait, what?
16th to
Oh,
November 1st for when the actual event happens.
oh yeah.
What happens
Uh,
before is preparations.
for uh for me on the other hand, I'm gonna start mine during well, of course, the entirety of October. So I'm gonna do like solo runs of lethal, like solo runs of these games, probably like solo runs of the Outlast trials.
Mm.
I don't have the
Oh,
Outlast Trials, but I do want to play it at
that
some
does
point.
be intense. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have friends to play Devour with, but I want to play the game.
And then one that I'm going to do in VR, I'm on observation duty 3, which I guarantee I'm probably going to shit myself playing that.
Yeah.
Fears
Most
to
likely.
Fathom. I've already done the Dead Seed, so that one can be crossed off, but there is more content to it. So I may continue playing it next this October.
Mm.
As much as I would want to do me side, you wouldn't get like a raw reaction out of me because
Yeah,
I already played it.
you've
I
already
already
played
played
it.
through it once.
You would get a raw reaction out of me when I play it.
'Cause of the the
That's why
weeping
I
angel aspect.
I haven't seen. Yeah, I haven't
he
played the
hasn't
game.
seen he hasn't played it at all.
Oh, okay.
I've seen
Yeah, I haven't
gameplay
seen
of
it yet.
it, but I haven't played it.
It like watching it is one thing. Playing it is a whole different story.
Exactly. Like with Five Nights at Freddy's, for example, I'm having trouble with Night 2 because Foxy and Bonnie has me on my fucking toes, and I hate him for it. I love the
I
characters,
I
but I
find it
hate going up against them.
it's funny. I'm the exact opposite of him. I can get through that like it's nothing.
Alright, fly down the. Alright, when I play the game, just help me out with the strategy.
No, I want you to figure that out yourself.
Man, fuck you.
I can give you a hint though.
Hints are
Always
nice.
pay attention to two areas.
The hallways.
Hmm.
The main hallways they come through. So Bonnie will come through the left, right?
I know that. And Chica comes
Always
through the right, but Bonnie, I would say, is the most difficult to deal with
with
because
Bonnie.
he can be on your ass and you won't even know it.
With Bonnie, he has a pattern. He goes to the uh, door, sits at the door for a second. Well, actually, he goes to the closet once, goes to the door, stays at the door for a moment, goes to the closet again, and then appears right at the door.
Dang.
So the camera door, so closet, camera door, back to closet, door.
And I know Foxy can come out of Pirate's Cove if we don't pay attention to him.
That's why whenever you do like go through that, you want to if you want to keep Bonnie in the like to where he will not go directly to the door, you want to keep going to the camera on the left door every so often, but you got to keep moving back and forth between Foxy's and that one. But you got to make them like split second, like very fast, the swaps.
Oh.
Yeah, I have fast reaction time when it comes to keyboard and mouse. So that is approximately in my favor.
That's like that that's the only thing that I say about it is with Five Nights at Freddy's, you need to be really fast with checking cameras and all that.
Yeah, I can't. I'm too slow at that stuff. Last time I tried to play it, I just my camera battery died too quick. I panicked and then I died.
Yeah, that's why all you like that's another thing you have to be really conservative about is how
Yeah.
much power you're wasting.
Mhm.
Th-
I was just like, "Dang
Coming
it."
to think about it, what are some horror games that you think that I would enjoy for horror game season? Hopefully.
Um, I played a Menti. A Menti is a good one.
I don't
You
think
would
I've
like
heard
a
of
Menti.
that series.
It's not a series, it's like a quick one-time play.
Oh.
Um, but it's a really good game. I really liked Menti. Uh, then I would say if you've heard of The Quiet Place,
A
that one
Quiet
is
Place,
good.
The Road Ahead? Yeah, I do want to play that at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
horror games that I do want to revisit because I enjoy them is Amanda the Adventurer, Choo Choo Charles, Hotel Remorse, Midnight Witch, Paper Lily, The Quarry, and Resident Evil 2. And I'm in the process on playing the Walking Dead games, which
Oh
I'm two
yeah.
episodes away from rebeating season 2, and then I'm probably gonna start playing Persona 5 when that way I
I've
can give myself something to do that's not horror related.
I've got one, like an entire series. You probably
What?
know the series.
What series?
Days Gone?
Silent Hill.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck yeah, dude!
that's a good one. Yeah, that's a real good one. Resident
All
Evil is
like
also good too.
I
uh
agree.
like I'm
Speaking of,
saying
I'm
Silent
excited for
Hill
Resident Evil
mainly
Requiem.
mainly
Yes.
because of like
Dude,
the new Silent
Resident
Hill.
Evil Requiem, if it if it's the if it's
Holy
worth the hype,
shit.
it's my game of the year.
Yeah, yeah. Agreed.
Silent what the
And when it comes to what the game of the years were for last year,
why?
it ended up being Dispatch for me. And when it comes to the
Um
Dispatch is
entertainment
okay.
industry, I've been hearing a lot of people say that Sinners is good. I haven't watched
okay,
it, but I heard good things about it.
I'm going to say this for Silent Hill. Like F if you ever plan on getting it, get the like bare standard of it.
Okay.
Cause if you want to get like the pack it comes with,
Mhm.
your only like best chance of getting it is on deal.
'Cause it's so expensive.
Yeah, it's $100.
Oh
Damn.
goodness.
Yeah,
That is ridiculous.
that is ridiculously overpriced.
Well, that's because it includes 2 games.
Oh,
Oh, okay, that makes
F
that makes
sense.
sense. Yeah.
F and 2.
Okay, that makes sense, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna wait until it's on sale because if I get a game that is 20, let's say under $30, I'd be willing to buy, or at $30, I'm willing to buy it at full price. Over 30, I'm just gonna wait until it's on sale to get it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna buy the entirety of like the
Deals are always great.
content for. I, I want to get all of like the DLC for well DBD, including the new one.
Yeah, Dead Space is a horror game that I do want to play at some point.
I think you know why I want to get the new one for DVD.
Yeah. I don't.
One skin.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to figure out how Inscription is a horror game, given the fact that I don't know much about it. All that I know is that's a card
Nancy?
builder game.
Oh, that just looked like Nancy. That wasn't Nancy.
Yeah, Silent Hill F is overpriced.
Okay. Okay. What?
At full price, it's $100.
No, it's not.
Is Steam playing tricks on me then?
That's the pack. It offers you the pack. The game itself is 70. That's including tax. The pack is $100. This by Hill 2 and Silent Hill F. That's the standard dual pack. Now you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah. I took a careful look at it and I was like, okay, this makes sense now.
It has 2 games next to each other. That's why it's expansive. If you want to play oh yeah, uh if you want to get a Final Fantasy game like 16, now's your chance
I'm broke, so I can't do shit.
because it's on deal. If you want the complete edition, still on deal.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy games that I do plan on playing is 7 and 16.
You don't plan on playing the others?
I haven't paid enough attention to them to where I show interest in them, if that makes sense.
Okay. You don't need to, if that makes sense. Because each Final Fantasy game, except for ones that are direct sequels, you don't really need to pay attention to like the past ones, if that makes sense. Because Final Fantasy 16, completely different story. Final Fantasy 10, completely different story. Every single one has a different story every time.
Yep.
It's an anthology.
Yeah, I'm looking at my notes for what's in my mind, which I'm not going to talk about it. That could be a whole other story for another time.
Hmm.
And because of the fact that that side of my nerdy mind came into my mind, I have been slowly but surely have been getting into some anime titles that I've been wanting to watch. Like for
Which
example,
ones?
for like a few days ago, I got 3 episodes in on Trigon Stampede. It's good.
Ah,
And I'm also 4 episodes in on Jujutsu Kaisen, and I did rewatch Solo Leveling before my
quick,
PC got fixed.
quick question for JJK. How are you liking it so far?
I honestly do think that it's good. Not 10 out of 10 level, but I do think it's good.
Wait,
Because,
wait till the later season, like later episodes. You're going to be saying that something different.
yeah, I'm only 4 episodes in so far, and 8 out of 10 is a fair rating for it.
For I'm saying for now, because that may change.
Yeah, I know it's going to change, but it's still going to be an 8 out of 10 for the time being until I see what the later parts are. And
Mhm.
other animes that I'm in the process on watching is Assassination Classroom, Cowboy Bebop, Goblin Slayer, The Irregular at Magic High School, and Tokyo Ghoul.
Shit down.
And animes that I haven't gotten the chance to pick back up is Hour of Loretta, Darling in the
Mhm.
Franxx, Hunter x Hunter, Miss Caretaker Sonohara.
Uh-huh.
And if anybody tries to roast me for dropping Death Note, one thing I gotta say in my defense, the manga is better. That's my
How so?
defense. And it got boring it got boring in episode 7 to where I was like, this is just too boring, and it didn't live up to the expectations.
Uh, all
And
I can
for
hear from like that though is just do 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 do.
and for Konosuba, I would say the same thing. The manga is better. The anime is cringe. Like, it is annoyingly cringe. And Persona 5, do not watch the anime, play the game instead.
I get your standpoint with that.
Yeah, so,
Because with Persona, they had to fit Persona 5, they had to fit like a 100-hour game into an entire uh, season.
Yeah, I honestly would have preferred if it was 3 seasons.
It would have been better if it was 3 seasons, yeah, because they would have been able to do all of that.
Exactly. And animes that
We
I
should
have.
probably we should probably start getting to wrapping things up here. Scarlet doesn't have much longer.
Yeah, I don't have much time, but
Oh shit.
it's
I
getting interesting. Yeah. Usually when we talk about games, it's always that interesting.
Yeah,
that. Hopefully we'll get to have more time next time outside of the podcast, which it is
Yeah.
unfortunate that we
yeah.
gotta have to keep things short.
Yeah. Don't worry. We'll figure something out. I definitely hope this isn't the last time that I'm on here. You guys are awesome.
Same with
You
you.
can definitely say. I can definitely say I might be inviting you again at some point
Yep. Matter of
in
fact,
the
we should
future.
invite her to the buddies community at that.
Oh boy, yeah, okay.
Yeah. Do you want to do the Morton? Do you want to do the outro, or do you want me to do it?
I'll watch you do that.
All right. Thank you everybody for watching this. Thank you everybody for watching episode 28 of the All Things Nerdy podcast. We were joined by Ryan, aka Morton, and myself, Jason, aka Samaroni, featuring Scarlet Games. Thank you to everybody for watching this episode. We appreciate you for tuning in for this certain amount of time, despite the fact that it is shorter than our usual episodes. And we will see you for episode 29. And at the time this comes out, this is a rare occasion to where we get an episode a week later, because usually we go 2 to 4 weeks for when the next episode comes out, depending on how things go. See you all run.
Take care.
Take care.